Hello out there world, it's your boy KingSpade256 and we're doing another Game Vault edition, this time on Mafia 3. For those of y'all that haven't played the game, I highly recommend playing the game, especially if you're a fan of like Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, or if you played any other two Mafia series. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. What I liked most about it off of first impression is that the graphics are outstanding. I mean, like, it really captures, you know, the 60s to 70s era style, everything from the cars to the buildings, you know, even just listening to people on the street is very satisfying because it gives you an inside look both into what people were thinking back then, as well as how people had their own views of the war, both overseas and at home. And we'll get more into that in a second. Also, the storyline itself is actually very strong. I mean, it's you know, your typical kind of mafia story. You know, I mean, a guy, you know, ends up wanting revenge on a family and stuff like that for some shit that they did. Not really so much controversial, just as, like, I would say you wouldn't expect some of the things that you see or hear or experience playing this game.
Fuck the niggas. Fuck those unwashed, deep-based, big-lipped, bug-eyed savages who grow fatter and lazier off everything the white man has ever made.
And that's pretty much it for my first impression of the game. On to our protagonist. Our protagonist for this story is a man by the name of Lincoln Clay. He was born to a Dominican mother and a white father. Now, I'm not exactly sure what happened to the father because I must have missed that in the storyline or something like that. But I do know that he was born in 1945. His mother abandoned him in 1947. And after that, he ended up going to St. Michelle's orphanage, which was run by a man named Father James. Now, Father James is actually very important because he would become a very central father figure to him for the formative years of his life. Because in 1958, the orphanage ended up closing down and he ended up going into the care of Sammy Robinson, who had ties to the black mob. Sammy Robinson would end up becoming the most important father figure for Lincoln Clay before he joined the Army. And when he joined the Army, he joined under the 223rd Infantry. In 1966, he ended up being transferred to a covert unit under the command of a man named John Donovan of the CIA. Now, the thing about Lincoln is that he's a very loyal man. He's a very, you know, giving and caring man, because the first thing that he does when he comes home is he decides that after serving his country, he wants to serve his community. And of course, you know, things go well for a little bit until Lincoln finds out that his stepfather, Sammy, actually has some problems with the Haitian mob. And that is how our story ends up kicking off. Now, I have to say that as far as gameplay is concerned, one of the great things about it is that you can find everything from weapons to explosives to vehicle upgrades to supplies and even upgrades for Lincoln himself. They have a wide range of everything from handguns to automatic weapons to a bunch of rifles, and they even have some special weapons that you can even choose from. As well as, whenever you look at the main screen, you know, your main pause screen, you can find out anything that you want to about any of, you know, the main characters and everything from mob bosses to associates, people that you work with, people that can help you out, as well as your under bosses, lieutenants as well too. Plus, they also had this thing on there where you have journals and you can get the collection of vinyls and Playboy issues, which is actually very nice. P.S. They show real titties in it. Anyway, yeah, so have a lot of fun, you know, running around trying to get those. You get a lot of good perks with the game. You know what I mean? You have your arms dealer who can come to you at any time. You can also choose a hit squad to come in and help you out when you want to take over a racket, as well as, you know, you can choose from a bunch of vehicles and everything else. As far as the action stuff is concerned, now see, stealth actually plays a very big part in it because, you know, you have to remember he is special forces. So, I mean, he does have some, you know what I'm saying, like covert stealth type backgrounds. I mean, you know, you can swap cover to cover, you can orbit around cover, as well as be able to use a whistling technique in order to, you know, like lead enemies and stuff to you and then take advantage of that, basically manipulate them away from other groups of enemies. And then, not to mention, I mean, the takedowns they're fucking brutal, man. I mean, like, he really doesn't. And the cool thing about it is they have this little feature where you can actually do a brutal takedown, which will actually stun the enemies around them that are actually in the place to see it. So if you get caught up by like, you know, 4 or 5 guys or something like that, all you gotta do is just, you know, boom, 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 hit him with the 3-piece, you know what I'm saying, hit him with the brutal combo, and that will automatically make every single guy around you fall down, or, you know, just be like, oh shit, this motherfucker's not playing, you know what I'm saying? The gunplay in the game is actually very, very satisfying. I mean, very fucking satisfying. I mean, it's like, it's very fast paced. It's very like, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to think on your toes and stuff. But unlike most games, there's a whole different element to it, because, you know, the AI and stuff reacts based off of what you're doing. Like, they're not like most games where, okay, if you just sit and cover, they'll just stay in their cover. No, these guys will advance on you. They will flank you. They will throw Molotovs, grenades. They will do whatever they have to kill you. So you really have to be good at thinking on your toes. All right, now stop. We're going to take a second to talk about Rackets, okay? Because it's very, very important that you understand how that works. All right. At a certain point in the storyline of the game, you'll find yourself having people that will work for you. And every time you take over a district, you'll take over the Rackets in that area, and they'll want their own slice of, you know what I'm saying, something to call their own so that they can make money. That's why they're working for you in the first place. But at the same time, being that you're a Mafia boss is like, well, in order for me to do that, what am I getting in exchange out of it? Because the kickback, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's one thing, but I mean, like, what can you offer me to make me want to give you this district? You know what I'm saying? What makes me feel like you can actually control it? You also have certain perks that come with it that they'll offer you for control of the district. Now, this can range anywhere between like improved gun accuracy, faster reload time. You can get health upgrades through that way. The stamina, health recovery. You can get a high impact hit squad crew. You know, it's just a matter of how you wanna handle things. If you're one of those types of people that it's like you're gonna want to wreak a lot of havoc and, you know, not deal with the police and stuff, well, there is a certain, I guess, person who works for you whose skills under their perks kind of applies to that. They give you more explosives, increased capacity for explosives. They help you get, you know what I'm saying, the police off of you, you know, they ignore crimes and stuff like that. And others, as I said, you know, you'll be able to get a heavier hit squad. You'll be able to have, like, you know, add health bars and stuff to everything. Get more, you know, health packs that you can hold on to. Whereas the other one is more for kind of just those people that like to just go in and lay waste to everything. You know what I'm saying? Those types. Because that would be like, you know, the arms dealer route. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I'm saying, get stocked up, get ready. Everything is good to go. You got everything that you need to go in there and handle things, from ammo capacity all the way up to having, you know what I'm saying, improve just, you know, just everything. You basically be a super soldier with a gun. I mean, that's just, that's how it would work, man. But I just felt like that was important that we talked about that for a second, because that was something that just needed to be said. So, you know, but moving on. Deciding who's in charge of what, you know, who runs this, and this builds their loyalty meter, and it also adds to the perks that you get from certain people. So you have to also kind of be strategic when you assign certain things to certain people, because the more money that they make, the more perks that they are able to offer you. You know, overall, I would have to say that this game is fucking awesome. You know, I hope that this gives you guys, you know, a little bit better idea as to what to expect from this game and everything. Once again, this has been your boy King Spade 256 coming to you from the Cool Kids, and I am signing out. Make sure you have fun playing the game, and make sure you spill a lot of blood. I mean, a lot.